Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today with, I don't know if I'm just going to call this a craft and chat or what we're doing here, but I'm going to make the project. Remember a couple weeks ago, we did this project as a waterfall, massive tag. I added ribbon. We had put a pocket on the back, and you can add your pictures as you see fit. Well, I took it a little step further, and this is just made out of cardstock. I made one out of chipboard. I did Grinch. This is for a craft fair. And what I'm going to do is I made these stands, and I'm going to hot glue the stand onto the back so it actually stands up on your table as a fun little home decor to put your pictures. You can make it into a December daily if you want to. Whatever you want to do. But for these ones, I'm not going to make the tag version. I'm just going to make squares. So I'm cutting mine at 7 by 8, my chipboard. And I have my chipboard blade in, I think. Yep. Alright, so 7 by 8. Oh, wait, I need to do 7 first. Because these ones, this chipboard is the super thick one from Kathy King Paper Phenomenon, and there is no way you're punching a hole or anything through this unless you have power tools, and I do not have power tools. So we will not be punching no holes on nothing. So that's what I'm going to do, just the square and not the tag bits. It was cute how I did the Grinch one, but the other ones I don't have like a name thing. So anyway, the piece that we cut off is 4 inches by something, but you need 2 pieces that are 3 by 4. This is for your stand. So 3 by 4 and 3 by 4. You can use this extra little piece as the middle of your stand if you want, but it's going to be thin. So I'm just going to cut off of a little piece of chipboard that I have. That piece measures 2 by 3. So just grabbing these little scraps I have. Okay. And these pieces I think are going to be too small for anything. I'm just going to throw them away. Yeah. Alright, so that is those are your stands. So put that to the side. Take this piece here. Okay. Let me see, which one am I gonna do? Let me just do the I have a couple of them planned here, so I printed out my digital scrapbooking paper. But I think I'm just going to do this one real quick. Let's see. So I was printing on the thicker paper, but then I ran out and I was too lazy to go to the store. So now I have to double mat everything, but that's okay. I'm just going to do that piece. Okay, and these are all... And then that thing. So I'm going to do this little Santa, and that goes with that. Okay. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is cover your chipboard. Okay? So I'm using the plaid to cover my chipboard. Now, I don't know why, but my printer will not do borderless printing, no matter what I do. So I have to cut all the borders off first. Even I hit, you know, fit to page, full page, turn off borderless printing. When I turn it off, it just says whatever other setting I have interferes with that or something. I don't know. So, all right, so just cut those borders off, and you're just going to glue your page on. But you know what? I'm going to put the thicker on the front so I don't, well, you won't see glue lines anyway. I just glued it on. You can use your tape if you want to. So let me glue this on. Okay, it's just glued on. My glue is completely clogged, so I just wanted to do that off camera because I had to unclog the glue. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just cut off the excess with some scissors, and then I'm going to miter my corners. This just gives you a clean wraparound. You can always just cut your paper to the size of your chipboard and just put a piece on if you don't care if you see the edges, or if you have inks, you can ink the edges to match. I don't have inks, so I want to wrap my chipboard. Okay, and I just took a bone folder and just kind of scored it, and I am going to use my score tape. You can, again, you can glue it. I just don't want to wait for it to dry for the video. All my other ones I glued. It just takes a minute. Score tape is fast. Okay, and one more. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and peel all of mine off. You can do one at a time or however you want to do it. Okay. And pull tight and over, just like you're covering your mini albums. I gotta get that wrinkle out. I don't want a wrinkle. There we go. Make sure you push in your little corner. And you're gonna have a corner on that side too, but you can push that in later. Pull tight. It's okay if it rips because you're covering that, which might rip because this is super thin paper that I'm using. Okay, push in my corner. Actually, I'm gonna do this side first. Okay, and I wrinkled. It's okay to wrinkle, just take your bone folder and make it as flat as you can. Not that it really matters because this is the back. But I'm selling these, and so I want them to be, you know, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, everything's in there. Now you're gonna go ahead and cut your front page, or your, actually technically it's the back. I guess it doesn't matter, but you're gonna cut it down to the 8x7, and let me do that. All right, so I cut mine down. I did the exact measurement. I know typically I do borders, but for this, I didn't want borders. And so I just cut it to the same 8x7, glue or tape, and then just stick it right on. And then you're gonna determine, oh my gosh, seriously, glue? Which side you want to be your front, which side you want to be your back, which I typically have this side as the back, but He may have made a wrinkle or oopsie daisy on the other side. I don't know. Alright. Oh, that's the powder. Okay. I thought I had exposed chipboard up there. Okay, and just flip it over. Make sure you don't have any of your cardstock overhang, and you're good to go. Now we need to go ahead and make our waterfall. And so for this one, we're only going to do 5 instead of 6 flips. So you need your paper. Where is my good paper? Your paper. And your measurements are going to be in the description box. But you're going to need 5 pieces at 4 3/4 by 6 1/4. Score it at 1/2 inch on the short side. So if you cut your paper, because it's 4 3/4, you're not going to be able to get, I think it's just 2 you can get in here. I think that's it. So let me cut my paper at 6 1/4 on the short side. And then 4 3/4 and 4 3/4. Yeah, that's, you're only going to get 2, unfortunately, but I mean, it's worth it. If you guys can figure out a different way to cut your paper to where you can get more, please tag me in a video or tell me in the comment box down below, because I'm all about saving paper wherever I can. Okay, so we're just going to do this, and I only have 4. I'll cut another one in just a second. I'm going to cut more because I have so many more to do. Okay, so I have all of mine cut and taped for, you know, the projects that I'm doing. We do need to cut a base here. Just because I found it's easier to put the waterfall on the base. So I'm cutting it 6 1/4, and I will cut it down and tell you what that measurement is, but the measurement will be in the description box, what my final measurement was. So, alright, and here is my disclosure. Because I'm using digital scrapbooking paper, I can print on heavier weight cardstock, and I just use that as the actual, oh, I didn't finish this one, as the actual waterfall. I didn't mat it. I just printed it on the heavier cardstock. So if you're using like a Cardabella, a Echo Park, you know, one of those thick cardstocks, just cut out your paper. Don't mat it on another paper because it's going to make it super heavy. Just use it. It's fine. Did I finish my other one? Let's see. I did. Okay. And look, I put Max on the back page. Isn't that so cute? I need to finish this one. I didn't layer anything in between, and I just think it looks a little bit more finished if you do layer something in there. So I will take care of that after I'm done, because like I think all of these ones I layered something in there. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Alright, so, but if you are using thinner paper, then you need to layer it on a cardstock. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this on here. And it looks like mine are just a little bit bigger than the 6 1/4 because I tried a new paper trimmer, Guillotine, and it I'm still getting used to it. So I'm going to trim all mine down just a little bit. Okay, I just had to trim just that one. The other ones seem fine. So I'm working upside down per usual, and just line up your waterfall. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give all these a good varnish at the end, but the more you varnish it, the flatter they lay. But for the video, I'm just going to do this quickly, because normally I would varnish first, lay it down, varnish again, and then go to the next one. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For this one, I'm just going to hurry up. All right, making sure there's no overhang, and line it up. Okay. So now we'll make sure these are nice and gorgeous. Flat. Okay, so we're gonna cut our paper. Let me get a paper trimmer and do this nicely. So your base paper, and again, the correct measurements are in the description box. I did not cut that very nicely, either that or I put my waterfall on crooked, but that's fine. Okay, so your final paper is going to be 6 1/4 by 6 1/8. You know what, let me write that down somewhere. Pencil. Alright, so this is the 5 waterfall. Okay. Alright, so let me tell David he is talking too damn loud. Okay, now what we're going to do is take our waterfall and we're going to glue it directly onto our board that we cover. And I left about an inch, what's going to be less than an inch on the top, so that way I could put some words. Oh my gosh, my glue. Let me unclog it again. Okay, and now my outside neighbors are playing some extra loud music, so any music, TV show, or talking, it's people around me. I do not own the rights, so YouTube don't come for me because I'm trying. I have all my doors closed, but I can't help other people being loud. All right, so there has to be something stuck in there because I can't get any more out. That's the good thing about this glue. You only need a little bit, so. All right, so I have about a 1/2 inch all around the left, right, and bottom. Yeah, I did put my waterfall on a little crooked, but that's okay. It'll be fine. And just make sure that that base is down. And then you're just gonna go ahead and mat. You're basically done with this part. And so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and mat, and then we're gonna make the stand. Okay, once you have it all matted, however you want it, add your gems, your Winkastella. Now go ahead and plug in your hot glue gun, and we're gonna work on our stand. So we're taking our 3 pieces of chipboard that we already cut, the 2 3x4s and 2x3, and you're just gonna use whatever scraps you have left over. In my case, I have that piece, I have these 2 pieces, and I have this, which was from a different project, but it's, you know, the same ply. So you're just gonna use whatever you have. And actually, I think I'm just gonna use these here. Okay. So you need 2 pieces of the 3x4. I'm gonna actually use both pieces, just so it kind of matches. 3x4. And then I'm going to use this piece for the inside, I think. Which that piece is going to be 2x3. You can always mat these after you put it together. You just got to cut it a little smaller. I don't have a preference which way I did it. Some of them I matted before, some of them I matted after. I'm just cutting off the raggedy edges. Okay. There we go. Okay. So you don't need to cover the whole thing. I just did the outside, this inside, and the bottom. So you see the back is open and this is open. Now I'm using Kathy Orders P3 tape to close mine up, but you can use any tape. It does not matter. Well, any strong tape. I don't know if regular Scotch tape will work. It might, but you need tape. Masking tape, duct tape, P3 tape, whatever you have. You're gonna need 3 pieces. And I cut them to 3 inches. And now I'm taking my bottom piece, the 2x3 piece of chipboard, and I'm going to just line the tape up. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just need enough so you can attach your other pieces. I'm sure you can hot glue this together too if you don't want to use tape. Okay, and then there we go. Cut off any excess. I need my Teflon scissors. Just off the long side. Just, you need these 2 flaps. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue my piece right on top. I always like to put my tape down first, just so I don't accidentally tape my pattern cardstock, because you know we're going to do it. Okay, so there's that. You're going to take one of your 3x4s. You're going to place it right up against that 2x3. Pull your tape up. Okay. I like to open mine and cut off any of the excess like that. Okay. And now I'm going to cover this inside. And I might have to cut this down. I don't know. Okay. Yep, I'm going to have to cut mine down, which is fine. Where's my... So I have Teflon scissors, so that way my glue doesn't stick. Still wipe it off though. Okay. Alright, take my other 3x4, line it right up against that 2x3. And it's easier to do this standing up, because if you want to lay your pieces down, you have to leave room for it to be able to stand up, like a little gap. And that's harder to do than just do this. Just stand it up. Okay. Just good. No, I'm not decorating anything at this point. I'm peeling off the backing of my other tape. I'm going to lay it on one side. make a triangle. You can make them even, you can make one overlapping the other, whatever you want. Pull the tape around. This one I cut too big, so I'm going to have to cut some of these sides off. That's crazy how much it went over. Okay. Alright, so just clean that up so it's just, you know, it looks nicer. But this is just for you, you know, I probably wouldn't have cleaned it up. Okay, so make sure you have that facing the right way, and then you're going to add your paper here. I'm just gluing the paper. And lay it right on top. Dang, I'm about to cut this piece too. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't cut it down to 3x4. I left it at 4 1/4 or 4 1/8 or whatever it was. Okay, there we go. And you can do the bottom. I think I did on some of them. No, only on one. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one because again I'm selling this one. But if I'm at home, I mean if I'm just doing this for my house, I'm not gonna care about the bottom, to be honest. But we'll care. So it looks finished. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now you should have a side that looks like this, the inside like that, and you have the back. This is where you're going to put your hot glue, is on the back, and you're going to stick it on the bottom of the back of your book. This would be a great little like recipe book. If you don't want to put pictures, you can put recipes and it can stand up in your recipient's kitchen. Now this hot glue is bubbling. Good night. I just cut it on. I'm just going to put it in the center. Okay, and make sure it looks good. Squish it. Man, that thing is bubbling. That's intense. Oh, gosh. Okay. I just squeezed out a bunch of hot glue, so I'm just going to pull it off so that way my project looks finished. There you go. And now you even still have room for a picture up here, a message. You can put a piece of white cardstock and write your message, a to from. These are my grandma's recipes. So what, you know, whatever note you want to write on there, and it it stands up. You put your pictures. You can, you know, journal. You can fit a little picture on the cover. Let's pull out our pictures. Yeah, Halloween's close enough. So you put your little 2x3 right there. You can do a full 4x6 on the other pages. I would put mine like this and do a couple of little pictures like so. You can always put, if you want to do something like this and journal, just so you can still see the pretty paper, but have your journal, you know, whatever your heart desires, that's what you're going to do. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.